Hi, hey, I am back to share some more tips and tricks that helped contribute to my success as an entrepreneur, as a top network marketing earner. And I want to just share some of these tips with you. So, who am I or who was I? I was someone that was stuck. I was feeling financially unstable. Let's just put it that way, that just never felt like I had enough. Can you relate to that? So, this was prior to my network marketing experience. I just felt like I didn't have enough. And I just really thought, is this going to be the rest of my life? Am I going to have to live like this the rest of my life? I was desperate for change and never imagined that by saying yes to an opportunity that it would truly change my family's life, my financial future forever. So I'm here to share some of those tips with you today. And it starts with the why. That was one of my other videos. Go back and watch that. If you don't have a really compelling why, it's going to be really difficult when you get faced with rejection. But second to that, that's what we're going to talk about today is belief. You need a compelling why, but you also need belief. So let me expand on that a little bit. I think that when you begin a journey, like for me, for myself, I had zero belief in myself. I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I had no experience in this industry, no sales experience, no network marketing experience. I really just, I was seizing an opportunity. Let's put it that way. So the belief in myself was zero, big fat zero. So I would love for you to rate yourself right now on a scale of 1 to 10. What's the belief in yourself? Do you believe that this is possible? Because you do need a very compelling belief. You do, but I'll explain what I mean in a minute here. So belief in something, let's put it that way. So how's the belief in yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Mine was a 0. So if you're saying 0, that's okay. Don't worry. We got more to go through. How about your belief in your product or whatever it is that your service, your product, your service, what would you say your belief is on a scale of 1 to 10? Mine was also a 0. Can you believe it? Can you believe I've had success in this industry when I had zero belief in myself, zero belief in the products? It can be done. So where are you at on a scale of 1 to 10? And I can explain a little bit more. Let me get to the next one. So what's the belief in your team, in the team that you have, that either your home office team that's part of the company, or if you've started a new business, who's your support team? Who do you have in place to help you and get you what you need? An IT team, a product development team, who's your A team? What's your belief in them? Scale of 1 to 10, 0 to 10. Let's put it that way. My belief was a 10. 10 plus, plus, plus. That is literally the only belief I had when I started in this business. Well, I guess I had some belief in the industry too. So I would ask you that on a scale of 1 to 10 or 0 to 10, what's your belief in the industry? 0 to 10. Do you believe that your industry, if you're a network marketer, do you believe in the industry? Is there any belief there? I had some belief because I knew some people that were successful in network marketing, and I've met many more since. But in the beginning, it was little. It wasn't a 0, but it wasn't a 10. But my belief in the CEO and the founder of this company, the company that I'm part of, was a 10. That is the only belief I had when I started this journey. So I can promise you, if you have even a shred of belief in one of these areas, you can make it too, because it really will compel. Again, the why, it comes down to the why. Why are you here? Are you desperate for change? And if you have a belief in something, then that will just propel you. And I have this quote from Jack Canfield I wanted to share that I love. Jack Canfield, he's the author of The Success Principles. If you haven't read this book, I highly recommend it. This was one that was introduced to me shortly after I started my business. And there's a lot of great content in here. So be sure and pick that up if that's not one that you have. But here's what he says. Belief is a choice. It is simply a thought you choose to think over and over again until it becomes automatic. How powerful is that, right? It's a choice. It's a thought you choose to think over and over again until it becomes automatic. So let me back up a little bit. Again, when I had zero belief in myself, zero belief in our products, and I had people that rejected my proposal to try our products right out of the gate, it was really painful. The rejection was extremely painful, unbearable at times. I had many tears that I shed and thought, have I made a terrible mistake? Am I doing the right thing? But my belief in our founder and CEO was so strong that I knew the company would be successful with or without me. So I chose to keep going. I kept showing up. I just kept doing what was asked of me, knowing that inevitably success would come. So I hadn't even read this out of his book yet, but I experienced it firsthand. That I kept telling myself, it's okay. It's going to work. It's okay. This will all work out over time until eventually it became true. My belief started to change. So I started to believe in the products more as I saw results, as I saw customers try it, as I saw my own dog try the products, because I'm in a pet industry. So whatever industry you're in, what's your belief in the products? If it's zero, let's start getting some experiences. Let's start building that belief in the products. And then the belief in myself started to increase as I saw myself making a difference in people's lives, in pets' lives, then my belief in myself became impacted as well. I started to see that in myself. So you can borrow belief. If you don't have it entirely, you can borrow it from other people. Who is a mentor that you can reach out to or up to? Do you know someone in your industry that's already done well, already paved a way? Is there someone you could talk with? I messaged several people in the beginning that I knew had already had success. Ask them, can I take you to lunch? Can we just meet? I'd love to hear more about your experience, your journey. And I found so many different things we had in common. So who can you borrow the belief from temporarily and keep telling yourself over and over again, this will work. It's going to work. It's going to work. Do you have a coach? Do you have a mentor? Do you have a family member, someone that can be your cheerleader and cheer you on? And you can borrow that belief for a little while until you're there. Because really, the whole goal is to be bulletproof. You want to be bulletproof in the industry. You want to be bulletproof in your products. You want to be bulletproof in yourself so that when those moments come and people are giving you that tough love or tough rejection, that you're okay with it because hey, my belief is rock solid. It's okay. Now, my belief in the industry is still a 10, is now a 10. It was, lower, now it's a 10. My belief in myself, probably an 8. And I would say 8 because I think we always have room for improvement, always have room for growth. And I would think the moment I feel like I've arrived and I'm there is a dangerous place to be. You don't want to be there. I'm consistently learning from books. Like I have a whole stack sitting right here that I refer to regularly. I have subscribed to podcasts. I'm always trying to improve my mind. I want to be the best version of myself. So my belief is much, much higher than it was when I first started, but definitely not perfect, always working. Belief in the products, definitely a 10. Belief in the industry, definitely a 10. Belief in our home office staff, definitely a 10. I would say I'm bulletproof, and that's what's contributed to my success. So I wish you the best. I hope that you learn from some of this. I hope that you find the right mentors, books, podcasts, things that will help you borrow belief until you believe it yourself. Because I promise you that that is a key to success. The why and the belief are the two most important factors that contributed to my success. So I wish you well and hope for the best and look forward to just bringing more content to you to help you be the best network marketer, entrepreneur out there. So talk to you soon.